fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at the Gokai Cellular Memorial Edition from Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger. This, of course, was a premium Bandai release, and following in the tradition of the Memorial Edition Mobiritz and the key sets that we've gotten so far, we now have the changer for Gokai Silver, featured very prominently here on the front of the packaging. Packaging continues to look great for this line. They've been doing a great job with all of these. I love this picture of Guy here on the front. Over here on the side, you can see the 6 keys that are included. So we have Abare Killer, Time Fire, the Golden Anchor Key, of course Gokai Silver, we have Dragon Ranger, we even have 2 Kaiser there, kind of trying to be hidden, skulking around in the shadows down there. Spinning it around to this side, just a big picture of the Gokai Cellular itself. Taking a look over here, you can see the Gokai Cellular on the display stand that's also included, showing you a little bit about how the buttons work. We have the 6 keys right here, a lot of warnings and whatnot. This one actually does include 3 watch batteries, so you do not have to get your own batteries for this, which is really nice. The Mobiritz took, I think, just regular AAAs, but this actually has these little LR44 watch batteries, so that's pretty cool. Up here, just says Gokai Cellular Memorial Edition, and then down here, just kind of some more warnings and whatnot, and then full box contents listed right there. So pretty standard for the packaging for this line, but like I said, looks really great. I love what they've done with these. We'll see how long this will continue. I know we have at least one more key set coming after this, and I think we're having a giant Gokai Saber that was basically just revealed, so I'm assuming that's going to read keys. I hope it comes with some keys. We'll have to wait and see, but it doesn't look like these premium Bandai releases for Gokaiger are slowing down anytime soon. But they've been a lot of fun so far, so let's keep them going. In any case, let's go ahead, let's get the Gokai Cellular out of the box here, and we'll take a closer look. Alright, so here's everything you get in the box. We have our 5 Ranger keys over here, we have the Golden Anchor Key, and then of course we have the Gokai Cellular with the display stand. We'll take a look at the keys first. I'm going to slide this off to the side here, and then we can kind of zoom in and take a closer look at the keys. So of course, first up we have Gokai Silver. He looks fantastic, really nice paint applications. I think they did a great job here on the bandana. The helmet, everything there looks nice. Really great silver paint. Really looks sharp. So of course if we put the arms up, we can use the button here on the side to flip the key up. And then that is one big sticker there underneath. Now, it's definitely a white sticker. I guess they just did the best they could, but I feel like they could have just made it a lighter gray, but it's definitely just a white sticker. But here is the key underneath. Now, there's no numbers or anything on it because they're striving for screen-accurate authenticity there. But yeah, he looks really good. I like him a lot. Next up, we will move on to Dragon Ranger, and I have to admit this is the first Dragon Ranger key that I've ever had because the original one came with the Spear roleplay toy, and I never had that one. I think they did have a candy toy version as well, but I just never managed to get one. But I think he looks great. I could have done with a little something around the visor there for the kind of teeth that he has on his helmet, but what are you going to do? The shield here is painted on very nice. You have the white for the gloves and the boots. So we will utilize the spring-loaded gimmick. There we go. Got the Jew Ranger seal there. Looking very nice. Next up we have Time Fire from Time Ranger. Very nice paint applications there. I love these spring-loaded buttons. That's really fun. Got the sticker there. Looking nice. And then one of my favorite suits. Here we have Abare Killer. The helmet is just beautifully painted. Very nice. Doing what Hasbro could not with the trim around the visor there. They fixed it eventually. But anyway, really nice paint here. This is all looking really nice. Flip this up. And there we go. Got the Abba Ranger symbol there. Very nice looking key. And then last but certainly not least, we have 2 Kaiser. Probably has the most amount of paint of any of the keys included in this set, with maybe the exception of Gokai Silver himself. But these just look great together. You got silver and gold, really looking sharp. Really, really looks nice. So really great paint applications here. You have the little crest there with the 35. Visor's looking great. All the paint on the arms, the chest, the legs, everything here. Just the gold in general is really looking sharp. I like this a lot. And then we got the Zenkaiger symbol there. So this is a really great key. This looks absolutely phenomenal. And then not to forget about the golden anchor key. This looks really good as well. Now, more likely than not, I believe these are stickers. But they still came out great. Really nice. I love the way like the light shines and kind of travels around. They have like little nubs underneath, little bumps. I believe everything down here is painted though. This is all really nicely painted. Even on the back, there's no screw holes. This is all painted. This all looks really, really sharp. So they did a great job with this. Easily the best version of this key that probably exists. So I'm really happy with this. So all these keys look phenomenal. But let's go ahead. Let's bring the Gokai Cellular back in so we can take a look at this. Alright, so I have to apologize up front. This thing is very sparkly and shiny, so it's catching all of the glare. So we'll see how it goes. But here's the stand. It's kind of basic, you know. It's just two pieces here. So you have the Gokaiger symbol here. You have this little piece. These pegs here go right in the eyes of the skull. This goes on the outside. So you just drop that in. Very simple. Then you just have this piece that kind of just looks like football goalposts or something like that. And it's kind of like beveled a little bit so that you can kind of just have the pieces that are molded in on the back here just kind of rest. It's not the best, honestly. If you shake it too much, it's going to just fall right off. I think the Mobiritz one is a little bit more successful because it had that piece on the back that could kind of wedge itself between. But this doesn't really have anything like that. So it'll work. Just don't knock it or jostle it, and it's probably going to fall out. So I'm just going to put this off to the side for the rest of the video because I don't need it. But yeah, here we go. We got the Gokai Cellular. Like I said, very nice paint. You got some really nice gold metallic paint, some really nice silver metallic paint. Like I said, it is catching all the glare from the lighting. You have the piece here. And before I even turn it on, I just want to comment that is significantly less loud than the original toy. It's really not that big a deal. So that's really fantastic. I love that gearbox was so loud on the old toy. It would drown out the sound effects most times, and do not have to worry about that here. So you have two buttons here on the side. This top one is for background music, so I'm really not going to utilize that much in this review because it's all copyrighted music. It plays through 3 different songs. You just cycle through them just by hitting the button in succession. Again, I might not even touch it because I can't play any of that music for you, but it does just cycle through. Surprisingly, unless I'm missing something, it doesn't play like the main theme song or anything like that. I'm assuming because the Mobiritz already does that. It was honestly 3 songs that I did not really recognize. I have to be honest with that. And then this is the button you utilize for pretty much everything else. This cycles through the different modes, goes through the sounds in each mode, all of that. This button here is how you flip it open. So that kind of releases it. And then I believe this will flip open as well. You can kind of flip it open like a Star Trek communicator. There you go. But yeah, it works. You got all your buttons down here, just like the original. So that's looking really good. You have your spot down here for the anchor key. And then there's some kind of infrared port here that I believe is going to be used for the secondary piece that has the most recent 10 teams. So that's going to peg into this spot here and then use this infrared port to kind of realize that's connected. At least that's how I believe that's going to operate. So this is the button here to make this piece descend. This is the thing here that will pop the key out. So let me unhook this and then let me flip this up. So there's a piece in here. You can kind of see that moving. That helps you pop the key out. There is a nice hollow foil sticker inside. You can see that there. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this on its own. Here's the speaker down here. Here is the release. Now, the on and off switch is inside the battery compartment, just like the Mobiritz, which is nice aesthetically, but it's kind of a pain in the butt when you want to turn this on because you have to pop that down. And then they tried to put it as close to the side as they can, but I feel like to try to get over here, well, it didn't do it this time. Half the time when I'm trying to get to the switch, the batteries just pop out. So just something to be a little aware of. There we go. We are on. Let's go ahead. Pop that back in. And now we are ready to go. All right, so let's start trying out some sounds here. So I'll go through real quick, but the background music is the top button. So it just kind of goes through those 3 songs. If you know what they are from that first little bit, congratulations. But I can't really play much of them because, you know, copyright on here. So, but then we have the button here on the side. So you get that kind of clanging sound, and then this is kind of the sound of him like swinging the changer back and forth. We hit the button here. Pop that open. We'll go ahead and pop in a key here. So there's your little transformation jingle. So when you first turn it on, this is just like the basic transformation mode. No bells and whistles, no extra phrases or anything. Just kind of like what the original toy did. Very basic. Now, as you know, this does not have a reader in it, so it doesn't know what key I put inside. So if I really wanted to, you know, I could try Gosei Knight here. So interesting that that says Hurricaneger now instead of Shurikenger. But yeah, I guess that is what that is. That's interesting. Anyway, so you can go through all. I'm not going to go through every single one of them, but this is kind of the basic mode. This is just what the one, you know, the previous original used to do, just kind of doing the sounds, no bells or whistles. That's the first mode. So if we want to go to the next mode, we're going to hold the button down here on the side. So actually, first I'm going to go ahead and, just for consistency's sake here, I'll take the key out. So we're going to use this button here, and that kind of pops it out for you. So if I hold this down, okay, so now we're in what they call dialogue mode. It's not a ton different from the normal mode, but you can kind of hit this button here. So it'll kind of do that sound effect of him like swinging the changer around and then shout Gokai change. So now that you've transformed, you can go through a couple phrases here. So basically, the phrases are random. It'll do some random sound effects, and then he'll randomly suggest a team to change into. So, and it's completely random. Like, there's a ton of different teams. Obviously, he suggests all the different teams to change into. But you always get, like, those 3 attack sounds, random sound effects. then he'll suggest the team, but the team that he suggests is just at random. It doesn't go in any kind of order. I'm not going to do this all day to get through all of them because it's a ton of the sound effects to sit through, but that's kind of the main difference between the regular mode and the dialogue mode, is really just you get a little bit more of him talking while you transform, and then you can cycle through all those phrases with the button of him suggesting the different teams to change into. Alright, next up is what I consider the best mode. This is called Command Mode. So now we can type in all the different codes and things, which is a lot of fun. So the book gives you a nice list of different phrases here. I'll just run through a couple of them. And for whatever reason, there's like 2 different options for most things. Like, say, for example, the one I just did was 456. You can also do 654 to get the same desired result. So you can actually get gold mode. Keep wanting to say gold mold just because it rhymes. You can actually get gold mode just from the sequence here. You don't actually need to use the key. All right, let's see. Let's do. I always love that, the question mark. Let's see what else. Oh, this one's fun. So it goes through all the 6 Rangers. I'm really interested once we have the extra mode attached, if using that same thing will actually give us everyone, like the additional 10 as well. I think that'd be really fun. I kind of hope it does that, but only time will tell. So there's a few other ones, but that's most of them. And of course you can do all the different Sentai teams. All right, let's see. Who else should we do? How about... Let's see what he says about his own team. So, pretty fun. Like I said, you can go through all the teams. Now, I'm not going to go through all of them, but I will do a few more. We can actually do Zenkaiger. And so pretty cool. They made they got Dawn Brothers in time, which I think is really fun. I doubt King Ranger, not King Ranger. What's the new one? Osama Sentai. I'm blanking on it, but yeah. So that one did not make it. King Oger or whatever that's going to be. Yeah, King Oger. That's what it is. Osama Sentai King Oger. That one did not make the cut. So. Guess that one wasn't far enough along in the planning stages. But there is a couple more things to do. We can summon the mecha. And then once you've summoned Goju Drill, you have a couple sound effects for that. And then we got a few sound effects for Goju Rex. And then last but not least, and then a few sound effects for Gojujin. So there's a lot of stuff going on with command mode. It's easily my favorite mode. So many different codes and things you can put in. I think that's a ton of fun. And then the last of the 4 modes, I tried to translate it and it said it was emoticon mode, which I don't think is correct. So it's very similar to dialogue mode. It gives you some transformation options, but you don't even have to transform. The transformation is kind of the same, but you can just start cycling through guy phrases. So I'm not going to go through all of them. There's 27 phrases in this mode. I gave you like the first 5 or 6 or so. But you can just keep pressing that button to cycle through. Like I said, you don't have to transform. You don't have to transform to get to those. You can just immediately go into the mode and just start cycling through those phrases. If you go ahead and transform, it's going to be pretty much the same as the other modes. Not really anything new there. But this is really just another mode to get a ton of different guy phrases. Alright, and even though this doesn't have a reader, just for fun, we'll go through and we'll transform with all of our new keys. So I'm in the basic mode again. So it doesn't say Dragon Ranger, just says Jew Ranger. Next up, we'll do Time Fire. And then, of course, Abare Killer. Now, we don't have anything really to do with Kaiser because he's going to be in the extension piece that isn't really out yet. But we do still, of course, need to use our golden anchor key. Now, we don't have to put any kind of key inside here to get the sound effects for this, but let's just go ahead and transform anyway. So really, you can pop this in at any time. It really doesn't matter which mode you're in or what key you have inside. You can just go ahead and pop this into the bottom. And then there's a couple phrases or sound effects after you hit this. Not really much, but you do get a couple extra sound effects there. So of course, before we conclude this video, we have to check out our new keys in the Memorial Mobiritz. So we'll go ahead and start with Gokai Silver.
Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger! 新しい選手の登場だ!
And then just to show you quick that the golden anchor key does pretty much the same thing as silver. Alright, so up next we have Dragon Ranger. So no third sound for him. Next up, Time Fire. And then Abare Killer. And then Kaiser. So he actually gets his own unique sound. It doesn't just say Zenkaiger, it actually says To Kaiser.
機械戦隊全開じゃ痛快に行くぜよほほーい
I love that. So I think this is a really great set. The Gokai Cellular is a lot of fun. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. It's got 4 modes with a lot of distinct sounds and phrases. I think command mode is probably my favorite because I have fun typing in all the different codes and everything. You can, have a code for all the different Sentai. You can call the mecha. A couple other random phrases for his weapons and things like that, the Gokai Spear. So a lot of fun to be had there. The keys that are included here look absolutely fantastic. Really nice paint applications. I think Gokai Silver and To Kaiser probably the ones that got the most love in terms of paint, but they look absolutely fantastic. And the fact that we can use them with the Mobirates, and To Kaiser actually has his own sounds in that, are a lot of fun as well. Plus you get the golden anchor key, which looks fantastic. Now you can go ahead and plug any key into the bottom of this, but it's only going to work with this one because I think it has something to do with them being different lengths. And I think when you put the other keys in, they just don't trigger whatever button is inside there. You can see that they're just a little bit shorter. So this has to kind of get all the way to hit the button that's probably just a little bit further recessed. And that's what triggers the gold mode. So you can put other keys in the bottom. I didn't show that off, but it's not going to trigger the sound. So really cool set. Like I said, everything you get here is fantastic. I mean, the stand works okay, but let's be honest, you're not buying this thing for the stand. So it's not really that big a deal. I'm just trying to find something to nitpick because otherwise it's a lot of fun. It's a great set. And if you're a fan of Gokaiger, I definitely recommend picking it up. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.